Okay, working on my shower pan. I think I'm going to coat this wood with some epoxy resin and then I'm going to seal it up and then paint it with some bed liner coating. But I went underneath the bus and I made sure I had enough space to install my drain pan away from any beams, and I drilled a hole from underneath up through here, and then I'm going to go treat this wood and then install it because none of it's put together yet. So now I'm just trying to get a hole big enough to fit that, and I'm having to grind it. Yeah, I just don't have the right tools. It's taking a little while. So I got the hole. Everything works good with the hole. I'm gonna plug that little hole over there. Then I'm gonna put some glue and seal this down. And so after coating it with epoxy or surfboard resin, I'm coating them with Herculina bed liner. So I'm hoping these pieces of wood will be pretty waterproof.
Joe, we used up all the gummies.
We did.
Yeah, they're all boxed up, so if you want more, you better order more.
I've already got them ordered out there. I just need to bring them in, some in for me.
They're already, where are they?
The root cellar.
We don't need them in right now.
Okay, well, I was going to go run out there and get them right now for you.
No.
Now, Dad, how much wine is in that jug right there? That's 5 gallons, right?
It holds 6 gallons.
Looks like it's about 6. Yeah. And you just racked it. You just took it from this jug and siphoned it. Now, what are you doing over here with this?
That is that's what's left in the bottom, and I'm because it's good drinkable wine, except it's just got the lees from the yeast and the sediment. So I'm filtering out the sediment to get some drinkable wine instead of throwing it away.
Where'd you get the leaves from?
The lees are just what they call the remains of the yeast.
I thought you said leaves.
L-E-E-S, lees. It's remains of the yeast sediment, because I put oak in it, oak chips, grape skins. You get a lot of extra stuff in it. So when you process the wine, you put some sediment agents in it to cause all that stuff to settle to the bottom. But I'm just filtering off all the good wine out of
the lees.
Out of the stuff, the sediment.
Not the leaves, the lees. I thought you put some oak leaves in there, man.
No oak leaves.
Look at that. That's a lot of wine. Now what you gonna do with this? What's the next step?
I'm gonna top it off with a Chianti, which is a very dry wine. And this, in fact, is probably the driest wine I've ever made. So it fermented just about all of the sugar out of it. And when you're aging it, you want to fill it up to about right there.
And then it just sits for a while?
Got another 2 weeks and then I'll bottle it.
Oh, nice. Now everybody knows your secrets, but they don't know how you made it. We won't tell them that.
Oh, well, I don't hold no secrets. because wine is different every time. I mean, I can tell everybody all my secrets, and then they could use all my secrets and come out with a very sorry batch of wine.
Yeah. How many jugs of wine have you made so far since you started making wine?
Gosh, I got no way of knowing.
20?
More than Jesus made. More than 180 gallons. That's what he made at his first wine making.
Yeah, well that was easy for him.
6 firkins.
Yeah. And then, so you think you've made more wine than Jesus, but I think Jesus beat you in the time frame because he just prayed over it.
Well, his wine was better than mine.
Alright, so now I'm just taking this razor blade and cutting around the drain so that when I cut the first layer of plywood out, put some caulk under there, and then this way it'll be flat. Boom. This is why drilling the hole is important, because now I can line up my drain perfectly on that hole, and then hopefully when I cut my recess everything will fit good. So now I'm just using a chisel and a hammer. I took a Dremel tool and kind of cut down through the first layer of ply, and hopefully that'll be deep enough. I made some ridges and whatnot. I'm just gonna hand chisel this out. Probably have to repaint, but that's okay. I'm just trying to make this thing to where when it goes in here it's gonna be recessed. And I'll put a little bit of sealant in here and things should be good. Should be a good little shower pan. Alright, so I got that kind of chiseled out a little bit, and then I drew a line. I put this here and tried to get it as centered as I could, and then I drew a line, and now I'm going to make a hole all the way through this, and I'm just going to pray that it all works out. Alright, so I got some bathtub sealant in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my drain in. Then I'm gonna paint this thing again because it got all dusty. Oh yeah, it's looking good. Fits in there good. It's nice and level. Fits through my hole in the bus. I'm gonna go ahead and spray that black. Put a little more sealant around the top. Spray it black, and then I will start putting everything together, and I will have a drain pan. So the drain is installed. I'm gonna let it sit overnight. Let the silicone dry, and then I'm going to put it together tomorrow. But it goes in just fine, and just need a little bit more fine tuning. The thing I'm most proud of about this is that I was able to get all the holes, everything to match up perfect. I was able to get the drain to mount flush and then line up with the holes in the bottom of the bus. That was pretty cool. So, boom. So, the shower pan is installed. Got some clear sealant in there. Giving that some time to dry. And I'm gonna have to get that plugged into my water tank that's gonna go right under here. It's gonna be my mellow water tank. No pee or poo's gonna go in it. It'll just be shower water. Possibly sink water. I'll put a little bit of sealant around the outside here. Sealed it up. see how it works. If it doesn't work very good, no big deal. I'll just figure something else out. The other thing I'm going to do is move this up a little bit. It's not really matching up too good with the shower, so I'm going to move this over here. I'll be finished with the shower part, other than figuring out some kind of shower curtain. Oh my lordy! This is my daddy's fruit cake. He makes it every year around Christmas time. I'm the first one to even want some. Apparently people in this day and age don't like fruit cake. Oh yeah. I like fruit cake. Oh yeah. Get on out of there. Mmm. Merry Christmas.
Hey,
What you doing?
I'm sewing. Very, very, very difficult windows. This is gonna cost a fortune. A custom bus job. How many windows? 39? 39 windows in that bus.
Look at you go, though.
Yeah.
This where you marked it for the measurement?
Well, it's to keep me straight on what's the right side and the wrong side. You have to mark each piece so you know which window it goes on.
How long have you been sewing, Mama?
I started sewing in 5th grade in school.
5th grade? They taught sewing.
Well, my sisters were like 10 years older than me. My mother sewed, so she taught them to sew. And then between my mother and my 2 sisters, they taught me to sew. And the sewing machine we had at that time was a treadle sewing machine.
Yeah, to move it with your feet?
Yeah.
What did you just do there?
I got off.
Oh, so you backtracked a little bit?
Yeah.
That's probably because of me distracting you.
Yeah. We'll blame it on that. Yeah.
And so you did draperies for a lot of your friends, and at one time you had a business for it.
Yeah. Interior decorating and drapery construction. And I did some light upholstery also.
What's your favorite thing about sewing?
Every time I sew, I pray and I ask God for His creativity to come through, because you're creating something. You know, you're taking elements and taking those elements and turning them into something that had to come out of imagination and creativity.
Is that the favorite thing, is making something and praying?
Well, the creativity
Or
part of
are
it.
you praying that you make something?
Right. Both.
Well, you do a good job. not everybody can do that, and it's sad that a lot of people in the younger generations don't even know how to sew.
Yeah. Yep. It's true. Which it used to be a fundamental thing for people to have to make their clothing and their bedding and everything.
And like for this situation, it's got to be a custom curtain for a bus. I mean, if you didn't know how to sew, I'd just have to buy something at the store. You know, I'm just lucky. I feel real lucky that you can make custom curtains.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm gonna come back and check on you in a little bit.
Okay.
See how you're doing.
All right. Good. Aaron, getting this thing ready.
Oh, so it's done, huh?
Well, I've got to put the hem in the top where the rod goes, and then this one will be ready. When I get to the spot where I had to
Change
do the juke out, I'll show it to you.
the juke out.
Yeah. Custom job.
Yeah, the thing that was a pain in the butt.
The very custom job.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine. We had to change the plans because of the kitchen sink.
Countertop was higher.
Mm-hmm. Plans change when you build a bus.
That's right. Things evolve.
Mm-hmm. You're doing a good job, Mama.
Thank you. Thank you. Hope it turns out real good.
Me too. I got these little bumpers that go on the end, and that's what's going to keep the rod from sliding. And then this is going to go on here, the very end. Obviously these will screw into the wood this way, and this is just a 10-foot long piece of conduit, electrical conduit. And that's going to be my curtain rod for this long window here, this 10-foot long windows. Alright, these are the curtains my mom made. And it's got a little bit of lining for extra insulation, and I'll just be pulling them that way and then pulling them this way, and boom, custom curtains. Looking like a home in here.
She wrote it to me in a letter before she was dead. She said, hey son, stand strong, follow your heart and your love will come along. Well, I'm still searching. Oh, I'm still searching for the good love. Still searching for that good love. And now that I'm older and a little wiser, I think back on what she said. She said, hey son, love is in the eyes of the beholder. Well, I think I can see love before me now. Oh, still searching for that good love. I keep on searching for that good love. Yeah, searching for that good love. Oh, I'm still searching. Oh, I'm still searching, searching for. Everybody has good love deep inside their soul. It was put there by the prayers of people long before. You can feel it on a sunny day when the wind hits your face, or in a congregation singing Amazing Grace. Everybody has good love deep inside their soul. Every life has meaning and a reason to rock and roll. Follow your heart, swallow your pride, forget your fear, and then your dreams, they have to come true. Searching for that good love. Yeah, searching for that good love. I keep on searching for that good love. Yeah, searching for that good love.